Bills, Patriots, Patriot, Bills. Here's why it's ridiculous to point a finger and think you know better than anyone else and to insult anybody who is rooting for the team you're not rooting for in this game. Here's why. If I sat there and said I want the Bills to beat the Patriots because I want to put more distance if we win between us and the Patriots to secure a playoff spot, you're saying that I'm being weak and I'm setting a low bar. And screw that. We should be playing for the division. But here's where you're wrong and you're not thinking. Because by rooting for the Bills to lose to the Patriots and thinking that makes you someone who believes more in the Jets because we could win the division, you're not believing in the Jets. Because the Jets beating the Bills without Miami beating them puts us ahead of the Bills. We are a game behind them. If we beat them, we have the tiebreaker because we've beaten them twice, meaning we're ahead of them in the division. We do not need the Bills to lose unless you don't believe in the Jets because you think the Bills are going to finish the season with a better record than the Jets and that the Jets are going to fall apart and lose. Because think about it. Even if the Bills lose, they still beat us or take over the division from us if they beat us. So regardless, to win the division realistically, we have to beat the Bills either way. Now, if you're so insecure that the Jets can't take care of business against Seattle and Detroit and win these other games, if you're that insecure, I guess you need to root for the Bills to lose so we can get the division by default because our division rivals are losing. Or if you believe in the Jets, you don't care about the Bills because we control that destiny. We play the Bills. We own that destiny. We don't need the Bills to lose to anybody else. We have the power to beat the Bills and take the division. Now, with New England, we don't completely control our own destiny unless we win every game. Because if New England manages to tie us, they win the tiebreaker for the playoffs, and then we get nothing. And for those of you who are all gung-ho about winning the division, right? Remember how you were crying and whining about 12 years and this organization's awful and Joe Douglas is awful and he's not good because where is it in the record? We were 4-13 last year. They're the same old Jets. That's who so many of you were not believing. Now suddenly, can we be happy if we make the playoffs? Don't get me wrong. Of course, can we root for both? Can we root for both? Can we eye the Patriots and hope that they lose? So just in case the other foot drops on us, because we've had years of that kind of trauma, just in case Mike White doesn't work out and Zach Wilson's not ready and we don't have a quarterback, just in case we still have a chance with a good running game and defense to make the playoffs. And at the same time, root really hard and beat the Bills and have a chance to win the division. Beat Miami the last game of the year. Have a chance to win the division. How about that? If you want to talk about being a real fan that believes in your team, how about believing that we could beat the Bills and the Dolphins and take our division? And how about as an insurance policy, as a policy, want the Patriots to lose because we hate them and want the Patriots to lose because why not make it the road to the playoffs at the same time that we're playing for that division as easy as possible? Is that so wrong? But nobody's take is bad. If you're still rooting for the Bills to lose because you want to win the division and you think it'll be easier if they have another loss even without us beating them, that's fine. I respect your take. Because at 7-4, I refuse to find yet another thing to fight other Jet fans about. Aren't you tired? We can't even get along with each other. Really? Can you just stop with the hate and the anger? Can you just embrace that it's December and we're in it? and stop hating on one another? Get rid of the hate and the evil. Why are you a Jets fan? Why are you watching? Why are you into this if all it brings into your life is hate and anger? Why can't we just celebrate together and be happy? Our team is winning. Root for whoever wears the uniform. Stop deciding who should start and who shouldn't. And is Mike White good or bad? And wanting him to fail and succeed, or succeed, wanting him to fail because you love Zach, or wanting him to succeed because you hate Zach. How about loving everybody that wears our uniform and just wanting everybody who plays to do well? And whatever our coaches decide, whether we are comfortable with it or not, whether we agree with it or not, let's hope they're right, because we're supposed to be fans and we forget what being a fan is. Can we just get together and root for our team? Can we do that and stop pretending that we know more than Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh and the coaching staff? We're a bunch of idiots sitting at home. I happen to talk into a computer. You happen to watch. Some of you talk into a computer. Some of you talk on Twitter. It doesn't matter. If any of us could make any money that we're making now in our regular crappy jobs, and instead make that money to sit in an office and make decisions about the Jets, we would, wouldn't we? But we're not. You know why? Because as much as you think you do, and as much as I'd like to believe I do, we don't know nothing compared to these guys. They're doing it their whole life. It's their living. Robert Saleh is coaching a 7-4 football team in the NFL. Nothing we have done has even come close to qualifying us to question and think we know more than him. We just don't. It's time to get realistic, people. Let's just root for the Jets. If you like this video and you're with me on this and you're a Jet fan, then hit this and subscribe, because I got videos like right here that come up that you can watch and you can enjoy, and you could hit subscribe, and we could be a family together, a community that roots for our team. If you hate me and you don't like me and you think I'm obnoxious, then I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to just be a Jet fan and bring the fan base together. That's my mission, to bring the fan base together. No, I don't think I know more than you. I don't think I know more than anybody. I'm just somebody who's trying to be rational. Go Jets.